Okay, so I promised last night and I will deliver. I'm going to do my first reading right now. And it's going to be a collective reading for whoever is attracted to my channel. This message is for those who follow. This message is for the collective, and it's about what energy is going to be entering your life, the subscribers' lives, in October. What are we leaving behind? Okay. So the energy. Okay, so we're gonna see. I'm gonna pull some clarifiers. So the energy that's coming in October, and we're leaving behind. Okay, so these kind of just flew up. So this is what I have so far. This is what I have. Can you see the cards? Okay. All right. So I have the Page of Wands, the Knight of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, Four of Wands, the Hierophant, King of Wands, and Two of Pentacles. So right now, the overall theme is Ten of Cups. So there's a lot of abundance that's happening, like a lot of emotional fulfillment. That is the overlying theme that we're entering in for the next month. We're feeling happy, we're feeling fulfilled. So whoever is coming to my channel, this is what's happening. We're entering this happiness, this like overall wish fulfillment is in the air right now. And then there's a new beginning, like a new spark that has happened, and but it's not impulsive. Like, it's not impulsive because right now my subscribers are putting up their boundaries and protecting their emotions so they could establish stability, which is shown by the Four of Wands, right? So the new spark. So right now, at the bottom of the deck, the overlying energy is actually the Ten of Cups, right? So what's behind the Ten of Cups? So it's the Ten of Cups after there's been like this very pensive, emotional, like kind of moody time right now. Like like August or in like September was a really hard month. It's so we're coming out of it, and we're getting into like this emotional fulfillment because you were like giving to something. You guys are giving to something. And so right now, with the whole full moon eclipse and everything, it kind of released something from your energy. And right now, there's like this, we're going to be entering into this like more fulfilling time. And the vibe is high for October. Like, so we're entering October with good vibes right now, which I can feel. So there's a new beginning, um, a small spark of inspiration that still needs to be developed, but it's there. So you guys are probably wanting to start like your own business. There's like a flare of creativity. Maybe like you want to start exercising or like start doing some kind of sport or hobby, right? This guy, he looks like a beginner. So you're starting to you're beginning something. So it's like a little immature energy, but it's full of vitality because it's a page of wands. So let me clarify. What is it? What is why the page of wands? Like why? What is it? Okay, so ah, so the page of wands. I clarified it with the eight of swords. Okay, so the eight of swords. So basically, you feel stuck because it's like at the beginning. You're at the beginning. You're like, man, I'm at the beginning of something, of this new thing, and it's making me feel stuck because I can't go past this new spark because there's nothing to build off of it because it's that new. So it's a really new idea that you guys are having. So I'm getting that. It's like and it's like you're stuck in your head about this new thing, but which makes sense that the Knight of Swords is in reverse because you're not being impulsive. Something's keeping you from just taking off and being impulsive. So let me see. Why? Hold on. Why? What's making you feel stuck? Why not charge ahead? Oh, okay. It's this choice. So this choice in love, you have a choice um to make. And there's like a soulmate bond that's kind of like keeping you stuck. You might have to do something. I think you guys are afraid to um start something because it's going to make you have to decide on a soulmate level, and you're going to have to on the soulmate, or like on your love options, or if you just don't want to make a decision. So right now you're like not wanting to charge ahead right now because of this love situation. Um, and this love situation is making you have to put up boundaries and figure out why. So it's like which also okay, which also makes sense because right underneath the page of wands, it's like there's a new relationship that just sparked coming into October, and which explains right now like you're stuck, you don't know what to do, but underneath that there's the four of wands, so there's like a possibility of that being the beginning of something, you know what I mean, of a foundation, like an actual love, like family vibe. So I see either you having to put your boundaries up to protect your feelings because you're emotional. So right now you're guarded, and right now like you're trying to stick to what you've been working on. You've been working on protecting your feelings. um let me so okay, why the Queen of Swords, like when it comes to the lovers, like you're like saying like whoa, too fast. Oh, because so that makes sense because the Knight of Swords. So before in the past, there was a lot of impulsiveness when it came to your feelings. People would just kind of be like careless with your feelings and how you felt. And right now you set up boundaries. You've been like building yourself up, um, holding your emotional like with your emotions. Like let me see. Let me clarify. Yeah, because you had like in the past, like you had a very fast love affair. Like something came and went before. So, and your feelings were like all over the place and you fell in love, right? So I'm thinking this person, I'm thinking you're building into that relationship coming into the month, or you're already kind of in it, and you're putting up the boundary because you guys went too fast before. It's a new start. Okay, 4 of Wands. Let me clarify. So there's a judgment on the 4 of Wands. So you guys are kind of heading into like a decision on whether it's gonna be a happily ever after, if you guys are gonna build something together, by the beginning of October. That's the energy of the beginning. Hierophant. So okay, so there is heartbreak over commitment. So the judgment that's clarifying the 4 of Wands is because you guys had heartbreak over a commitment, and like he didn't want to, he was being too they were being too impulsive, um but yeah, so I don't know if there's going to be an actual commitment because there's heartbreak. So right now, that's why the page of wands is right there, and it's the beginning of something. It's like it's always stuck. Like it's always stuck in the beginning. Like the passion is always like stuck. But you guys are like soulmates. There's a deep connection there, but you have to put your boundaries up, because then he'll be impulsive and he'll just come at you like with passion, like a fuck boy, an F boy, whatever. There's a King of Wands, but hold on, my cat. But I see another. So okay, there's a Page of Wands, there's an immature energy, and then there's a King of Wands who is coming in as a Hierophant, wanting some kind of stability. So there's gonna be Junior, stop. Oh my god. He's like all up in my business right now. Oh my god. I love you. You need to stop. So, okay. So there's a King of Wands, but your heart is with this immature guy. So there's this other King of Wands, is like more fiery, more mature man who wants commitment with my subscriber, or the people that I'm dealing with. But right now you're still healing from the heartbreak, and the Two of Pentacles right here. You're trying to decide. You're going to be juggling these two guys, or these two energies, like this already established fiery, passionate idea. It could go either with an idea that's already like established to commitment wise, because this commitment that was presented by the Page of Wands, it led to heartbreak. It's going to lead to heartbreak. And so you're going to end up dealing with two people or two ideas, one committed and one not. But the one that you're not committed to, even though you want to be, that's a soulmate. It's always like that. So right now, I end up getting that Two of Pentacles. I clarified it with the Seven of Wands. You're gonna be defensive about you're gonna have to really fight to make a choice. And the overall outcome would be, overall, you're going to be dealing with wanting happiness, fulfillment, you know, your dream come true, and then feeling left out in the cold. So those balancing energies are going to be the main theme for the beginning of October, maybe even going into the middle of October. So I'll probably come back in the middle of October. But I'm gonna pull. That's I'm using the crystal tarot, and as my clarifiers, this other little tarot deck. I forgot. Um, it's just like kind of a generic brand. I think it's like I got it from like a, I don't know, a little shop. So I'm gonna pull an oracle card. What are my subscribers gonna be dealing with? Hi, Junior. He's out of control. Oh my god. Junior, move, please. Okay. So I'm pulling from an oracle deck. It's the Starseed Oracle. And right now, what message do you have for my subscribers to having to deal with it? I mean, it's going to be good, you know, it's going to be a good, exciting beginning of the month, but you're going to have to deal with heartbreak, decision, juggling, meeting another man who's going to be, or already knowing who this other man is, who's offering commitment of some type, a fire sign, 2 fire signs, or one very mature or one very mature man, the mature man wanting commitment, or masculine energy, and the other energy who's, you know, not very sure about you but feels a connection. He'll be juggling that with heartbreak and confusion a little bit. You'll just be, you know, in the middle of it. So I ended up getting, for my messages, I'm sorry. Wow. Defenselessness, writing past wrongs, uprooting. Okay, I'm gonna read this. Okay, I'm gonna read from my book. Junior's like in my lap, see? He's just like so crazy. I'm sorry, page 78. I'm sorry. We're living in divisive times. When we're hurt and triggered, we tend to see things as a personal attack rather than an opportunity for healing. If we're to find peace, true peace and unity, we need to drop our defenses and see things outside of right and wrong. As souls, we intrinsically remember unity and yearn for it here on earth. Perhaps this is why it feels so painful when we experience the opposite, but it's crucial to remember that we can't simply bypass reality and pretend that unity, love, and forgiveness are here. So yeah, that makes sense, because you're you're balancing the high of the love that you're feeling with the 10 of cups with the being left out in the cold energy, and that's what life is, you know, like it's like we can't, I wish it was fucking rainbows and lollipops and sunshine, and but it's not. So there's like a reality, like where your heart truly tugs, it's gonna break your heart, you know, your heart, whatever you truly want in your heart will end up breaking your heart, because it's like you're meant to withstand a certain amount of pain in order to level up your ability to love others. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like you can't have it easy with love. It's like you don't appreciate it when they hand it to you, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Anyways, to bring about unity, we must first acknowledge the ways um, in which both we and the world have been divisive, personally, ancestrally, and collectively. The shadows, hate, wounds, separation, and severing, wrongs, and sadness. You may be called to explore how you, your ancestors, or your society have consciously or unconsciously inflicted pain onto others. To find a way to drop the armor around your heart and see things as they truly are for all people. To say I'm sorry with an open heart and mean it. To be a part of the healing rather than the perpetuation of inherited conflict or oppression. This isn't about blame. It's about unwinding the patterning that got us here. You may be called to devote your time to causes you believe in or do healing work on your ancestral line. Starseed Soul Inquiry. How are you being called to drop your defenses and unwind past wrongs? So it's basically you guys are feeling karma, or you guys are being shown this person that you're dealing with is your mirror. And it's like a way for us not to feel like we're victims of other people's inability to love us, because no one has to love us. Like we can't, that's not how love is. Like you can't force the love. Junior, oh my god. Move, Junior, please. um so he's just, it's me all the time with Junior, my baby. Anyways, so we're kind of like, when you meet people who aren't meeting you at the level that you expect them to, just because you're expressing yourself to them, and you're showing them your feelings, doesn't mean that they need to reciprocate. And that's the part that's always going to break your heart, because you feel like they feel the same way, or you feel like oh, it's true love. I could feel it in my heart. Like, how come you can't feel it? People have been, it's like the mystery of the world. It's like you don't know until you heal and until you go through that heartbreak, and then you realize, like, okay, I maybe I'm hurting others too in that same way, and I need to give them grace, give myself grace, and then give the partner, the one that I want to be my partner, grace also. And realize maybe I still have to heal from attachment issues, or like feeling like the world owes me love, because they don't. No one owes you anything, and you owe yourself love. So that's basically what they're marrying you. These people that reject you, or that they aren't ready for commitment, they're basically showing you that you need to commit to yourself first, because obviously, even though they're being so unreasonable in your eyes, they're doing something you're not, and they're committing to themselves. They're being selfish with their love, in a way. And that's something you can't do. You're not able to do. And so you're gonna deal with another person coming your way, but your heart's with that other guy or that other person, the immature energy. Um, so, but you're standing, you're putting out boundaries. You're putting up boundaries. You're protecting your feelings. You have, there's like these beautiful feelings that you guys have for each other, but um, you're gonna be presented with a decision at the beginning of the month, and it's gonna go on until that's gonna be the energy at the beginning of the month in October. So, okay, I hope this finds somebody that resonates and it helps you guys. So, good night.